Good morning, everyone. How are you all? So today is another beautifully sunny day. I know I go on about it all the time, but I think we're just so lucky to be having this weather at the moment. But it gave me an idea for cooking. Now, I didn't do cooking yesterday because the staff uploaded yet another phenomenal video. Did you count the Easter eggs? I don't know how many there are, but you've got to get looking, see how many you can find. So I thought I'd do the cooking one today. Now, in Stepping Stones, we absolutely love this recipe at summertime when it's getting really hot and you want ice cream. Now, this is a really, really simple ice cream recipe and you don't need to churn it. So it's just something that you can make up, whip it up really quick, 2 ingredients, and then you pop it in the freezer and it is delicious. So let me turn the camera down and you can see what we need. So today I have got some double cream, slightly easier to whisk and thicken up this one. The 2 ingredients you need are the double cream and condensed milk. That's the only 2 ingredients you need. Anything else that you might have that you want to add for flavouring is up to you. So I'm going to add in some rolo mousse and some chocolate chips to one, and I'm going to add a little bit of honey into another one to give it a try. Now, you will need a bowl and you might need a hand whisk, or if you've got an electric whisk that you can turn on, that's always a little bit quicker. So you could always use an electric whisk if you want. This is something where you definitely need a grown-up to help you because opening this can be really quite dangerous. The edges of this can are very, very sharp, so you need a grown-up to help you open the can. But after they've opened that and poured in how much you need, the rest of it should be a nice easy one for you because there's no cooker needed for this one. So as always, we're going to start, I have washed my hands, but I'm going to start as I always do with a little bit of antibac just to make sure they're completely clean. Now the other thing you will need whilst you're doing this is something to put the ice cream in once you've made it because it has to go in the freezer. Now you can have a normal pot, so just a pot with a lid on, that you like a leftover yogurt pot or an ice cream pot that you've had that you've just finished. Anything like that is useful. The way I like to do it, because otherwise I eat too much of it, is I use just a little tin or a little silicone tray like this that you make cupcakes in. Now you can have, if you've got a silicone one, you can have it like this, or you can use the little cupcake cases and put those in the holes and then put your mixture inside that to freeze. It means then that I don't eat too much in one go because otherwise I'd probably eat the whole tub. So what we're going to do to start with is we're going to use the double cream. So this is a 300 ml pot of double cream. The recipe suggests that you use 600 ml of cream and half a can of condensed milk. But I am just one person, so I'm not going to use that much. What I am going to do is make sure that I get every bit of cream out of this pot. And then what we're going to do is we're going to whisk it. So I will start off the whisking and then I will pause the video so that you do not have to watch me try and thicken this cream up. What you need to do is you whisk it until you can tip the bowl upside down and the cream doesn't come out. Now, don't try that at home, just in case it goes a little bit wrong. But it needs to be very thick and it needs to be not runny like this. So this runs all around the bowl and I'll show you when I've finished. So I'm going to start whisking it up. Now, if you've got a hand whisk like I have, this is all you need to do. You keep whisking and the more you whisk, the thicker it gets. But you might find that you have got an electric whisk at home, which will be even easier, and you can use that to make your job easier. So I'm just going to pause it just for 1 second. So there we go. So we have whisked and whisked. Now you can see that it's very, very thick. So the next thing I'm going to do, let me just check that it is recording. Yes, it is. The next thing I'm going to do, and this is the bit you want some help from a grown-up with, is open the condensed milk. Now, this is something that can be quite messy, but it's not a problem. So the recipe says 300 ml of cream and 1/4 of a can of condensed milk. Now, the condensed milk is very, very delicious, so I'm probably going to add slightly more than 1/4 of a can. And that's perfectly okay. What you'll find is it might not be quite as thick as it would be if you'd only added 1/4. So let's see now what this looks like. So we've now added in the condensed milk to the cream, and we're just going to very gently use the whisk to fold that cream and milk together. What you don't want is to make your cream too loose. You don't want it to go all back to liquid again. So once you've added in the condensed milk and you've given it a gentle stir, you can give it another little extra bit of a whisk. It can make a bit of a mess to make sure that it's all in there. So let me get this off of the whisk now, because we don't want to waste any. And what I'm going to do is I'm not actually going to add the honey yet. So I'm going to just put the honey to the side, and then I am going to add into this one. I might make a second one just to be cheeky. So you can leave it like this, and you can put it just like this into your cases and put it in the freezer. This is just like a plain vanilla ice cream, and if you want a taste test, we always advise a nice taste test, then now's quite a good time to do it, because it's absolutely delicious. Now if you want to add flavour, now's a good time to do it. So I am going to add in my Rolo chocolate mousse. You can add in anything you like. If it's liquid, you'll find that the ice cream doesn't set quite as well. So a mousse will work. You can add in like hot chocolate powder. You can add in Oreo biscuits. We add those in quite a lot, and they are absolutely delicious. If you've seen any spreads, some of your parents out there might know a Biscoff spread, which is just absolutely delicious, or a Malteser spread, or an M&M spread. It doesn't really matter. You can choose as much or as little as you like, and you can just add it into the mixture. Just going to have a cheeky taste test of the Rolo's yogurt. Oh yeah, that's quite nice. So then you're just going to mix it in, and it will change the flavour of your ice cream. Now this is obviously going to make this ice cream taste slightly chocolatey, slightly caramelly. And we're going to mix that in. What we don't want is to make it too liquid, as I said before. So a nice gentle mix. I'm not mixing it quickly, and I'm folding it up, because you want to get all the cream and the yogurt, the milk that's on the bottom of the bowl, and you want to make sure that that's all incorporated as well. Now I did just lick my finger when I tried the yogurt, so before I do anything else, all I've done is touch the spoon at this instant. So all I'm going to do now, because the next thing I do is use the chocolate chips, I'm going to just clean my hands again to make sure that my hands are nice and clean and germ free. So let's do that, and then I'm going to add chocolate chips into here. There we go, that's my ones left over that we used the other day. And then all I'm going to do is very gently fold those in, and then you have actually done it. It is that simple. So what we're going to do now, I'm not going to be able to show you the finished product, because obviously once you've done this and you've mixed it all in, you have to then put it in the freezer. Now it depends how good you are at being patient. Sometimes this can take a good 3-4 hours to freeze so that it's nice and solid, but if you want a sneaky peek before it, you might be able to get it out sooner. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my little silicone dishes, and into those I'm just going to put a nice big blob full of the ice cream mixture. Now the beauty about this is it actually does go quite a long way. So we're going to use all of these in this silicone tray, and then we're going to use some of the ones that I've set up in another tray as well. And this is a great way of having a nice little treat on a hot sunny day, or of a dessert after you've eaten your delicious dinner. I'm just going to finish this one off, and there you have it. So I've got some more left. I'm going to put that into another set of little trays after I've stopped the video, because otherwise this is going to be a very boring end to a very exciting video. So there we go. Ha ha! No churn ice cream. I really hope you enjoy it. I don't think there's going to be much left in this house by tomorrow because I'll have probably eaten it all. And if you do need a little bit of a taste test,